This is supposedly a real picture from space. This is the infamous Himawari, heavily debunked. If you haven't seen already, go to Paul on the Plane Faking Space, and he drops a link to Himawari's website where they openly admit that it's a collective data set overlaid on the 2012 NASA Blue Marble. They just take all the weather data and other data and overlay it. But I want to go over a couple other things today. This, you see what we see pretty much. This is Australia. We can't see any of Africa, any of North America over there. And you can see, I guess, Japan, a little bit of Asia, China. But so let's go to Google Earth and see what we see there. To be honest, it's hard to see anything with all them clouds. But anyway, so it's lined up pretty decent. But already it looks a little misaligned. Like Asia looks like it's sticking out past the midpoint of Australia. But this is, what we would consider to be half, maybe a little less than half of the globe. So we rotate over and cutting off where Madagascar's in range, and look, we see we only see about half of South America. I mean, to me that doesn't make sense. It should be the other half, or at least close to the other half of a globe. But let's rotate some more. So to me, this giving them the benefit of the doubt as far as being about half of South America. It might have been a little more than half, but now this is the third rotation, and we still can't see Australia. So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So lining up doing three screen shifts, basically three sections of Earth, and we still couldn't see Australia. So we're definitely not seeing half of the Earth, but it ain't even close. We're not even seeing one third of the Earth. So if it was off by a little bit, that's fine, but it's way off. So if anybody remembers July 9th, we had a day where 90% of the Earth's population was in sunlight, and they said 67% of the Earth itself was in sunlight. So if the sun's rays can see 67%, or even 60, or even 50%, then why can't the Himawari? But we already know that the Himawari ain't a real picture. But look at Australia here. Look at Asia sticking out up top. It's sticking out to the halfway point of Australia, or maybe a little further. But look at the Himawari. It's lined up, the edge of Asia's lined up with the west coast of Australia. So it's just too big of a mismatch to me. If it was off by a little bit, then I might accept it. But to me, it's way too much to explain as far as one third of the Earth is all we could see. They say celestial navigation works perfect on Google Earth. Well, why do they keep having to update Google Earth, for one? And for two, why doesn't Himawari match it? Maybe they're both fiction. Maybe they're both just projections.